Oh, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and welcome back to Arsenic Candy Gaming, and welcome back to the Caves of Khud, and welcome to our first video on the latest update featuring the new Palladium Reef, amongst other stuff. So I have actually sat down twice today and began recording videos of two different builds, and in all honesty, they were boring. So a full hour and a half of time absolutely wasted. So we're going to go in again. So I have crafted a build that I would like to give a go, which is another Esper build, because I had so much fun with the previous one. This time around, we're going to go for high ego and willpower. So our ability to use and our ability to defend against mental powers, mental mutations is going to be tip top. High, relatively, well, just above average intelligence, so that we can have the ability to identify artifacts and use some basic tinker skills, I guess. Above average or just average toughness, so that we can take a bit of a beating. Low strength and a bit agility, so that we can spend our points here, but that means that we're going to be not very good at all at melee. We may look to increase strength a little bit, mainly to increase our carrying capacity, but the focus of our build is in our mental mutations today. We have concentrated on beguiling, and our apostle has proselytization, much like our previous build, but we have taken one big difference here, domination, so that when we have beguiled or proselytized to our companions, we can then dominate their minds to have direct control over them. The reason why is that our companions will level up as we do. They gain XP for kills, etc. So they gain levels, but without dominating their minds, they are not able to level up and use those attribute points and skill points that they acquire. So we're going to dominate the minds and actually make them a bit stronger, so hopefully we can utilize them a little better. And we also have telepathy, so that we can communicate with our followers a little easier. We have taken the blinking tick defect, which is the same one we had on the last run, which means that sometimes randomly during combat, we will teleport across the map. Yes. So there we go. That's our build. Is there anything? Oh, yeah, we took a point in unstable genome as well, so that we can randomly acquire extra mutations. So hopefully we can get something cool going off from it. We're going to name our character Haramut, which was just like the fourth random name that spun in. And we're going to go. I've had some problems off and on with the game booting up. It's a bit slow. It's crashed a couple of times, but we'll be back after the jump. And would you know, it was almost immediate. So, some other things we've taken from our previous run. We're going to read. On the 6th of Simon Ut, you arrive at the oasis hamlet of Joppa along the far rim of Mogra'i, the great salt desert. All around you, moisture farmers tend to groves of viridian water vine. There are huts wrought from rock salt and brine stalk. On the horizon, Khud's jungles strangle chrome steeples and rusted archways to the earth. Further and beyond, the fabled spindle rises above the fray and pierces a cloud-ribbon sky. So on our previous runs, I neglected to detail what was happening sufficiently. It was a absolutely legitimate, not complaint, I'll say suggestion that was received in the comments of a previous YouTube video, that maybe we can explain what is happening in the event log here during Esper battles, as it is not immediately obvious at times. So that's what we're going to do. I do tend to get distracted, being a man with a brain that is made of jam, but we're going to give it a good go. So we're not going to go into too much detail about what happens around Joppa. By this point, we've run enough series, and I'd hope enough people have tuned in that they are aware of the general Joppa story. But we have a few people here that we can go and speak to and get various missions from. The first of them is this water vine farmer named Mehmet. Live and drink friend may find shade in Joppa. If we look at Mehmet, it will tell us who he is liked and disliked by. So, he's loved by the villagers of Joppa. If we are friendly with him, the villagers of Joppa will like us more. He's hated by Beetles for stealing a cherished heirloom. He's hated by the clan of the Omen Spinner for lighting a beacon fire to warn their enemies. So being friendly with him will unfortunately mean that those two clans at the end there dislike us a little bit more. We share our water with Mehmet. So our reputation with Beetles has decreased. Our reputation with the clan of the Omen Spinner has decreased. But they already didn't like us. So who gives a shit? He can also give us a job. We're in search of work. Some critters are eating the water vine. Travel to Red Rock and kill as many of the critters you can. Bring the corpse of one back and the elder of the village will reward you. I will do that. We will talk to this gentleman here, the zealot of the 6-day stilt. A wanderer, orphan of the salt, hear me. To the north and the west, through the great salt desert, the 6-day stilt splits the earth in two. Seek there the grandeur of Shekinah. I will. We have received the quest to travel to the 6-day stilt. That is a chest that is not opened by us, and I would like to open it. And we will affix these gloves to our hands so that we may benefit from their armor. What have we got here? Weird artifact and a copper nugget. Lovely. And one more chest. Black robes and a small mossy tube, which puts us in a good position. Hello there. Tam, the Dromad merchant. What have we got here we can trade with you? Get rid of these black robes, as much as I love them, and these copper nuggets. We will take this strange furniture, because that is an artifact. That'll do. I think it counts as an artifact. We'll find out. So one of the bonuses of having high ego, not only does it affect our ability to use our mental mutations, it also affects our buying and selling prices. It increases the price at which we can sell goods and decreases the amount that we are charged for goods. This is Argive. He's the local tinker. He would like us to go and find various artifacts about the world. And he has pointed us towards the rust wells to the east. Hello, here is some artifacts. Have this strange furniture. It appears you may be useful after all. Now go fetch me another knick-knack. If I must, we will actually hand you the artifact we found in town, which I believe is a grenade. We'll give you the grenade. Now, if we hadn't found two artifacts, we could have wandered off to the rust wells to the east or pretty much anywhere. Just find a couple of artifacts, bring them back to him. Job's a good one. Now let me explain. I'm on the cusp of a grand discovery. When I'm done assembling the weird wire conduit, you'll be able to speak to anyone from here to Caiaphas. First, though, I'm going to need you to get some copper wire, as much as you can find. You should be able to scavenge some from the rust wells and nearby caves. Then I will go and do that. So, what's our intelligence? Our intelligence is mediocre at best, a +1. So we're not getting the most amount of brain that's working. What am I trying to say? We're not getting the most amount of skill points every time we level up. If we increase our intelligence, we'll get more skill points every time we level up, and it will retroactively give us back the points that we would have got if we had been that intelligent when we leveled up. Does that make sense? Yes. So we are currently in possession of a cudgel. That is our weapon. We're not going to worry about investing anything into attacking skills at the moment. We will, however, open the hole in the ground and potentially go and go down it eventually. You're puzzled by the bizarre contraption. We could definitely do with a toolbox, I guess. That would assist us. So a couple more things to do before we leave. We can introduce ourselves to Warden Ulrich. He is loved by the Fellowship of Wardens and admired by the villagers of Joppa. That is somebody that we want to be friends with. And then we introduce ourselves to Elder Iridad, who is loved by the villagers of Joppa and admired by cannibals for resembling one of their idols. Your thirst is mine. So our standing with cannibals is actually increased, which is nice. And now we can learn one of our early essential skills, harvestry, which allows us to pick up plants as we walk over the top of them. And we can use them in recipes. And we want to get some free food from in Joppa. The fresh apple mats will give us plus 12 to our natural healing rate, which means every time we take a hit, our ability to heal goes much quicker. And we thirst at half the rate, meaning we don't get thirsty quite as quickly. Here we have the Shrine to Reshef, one of the sultans of the before times. And if we examine his statue, we can find out some facts about him. Reshef cleansed the marshlands of the plagues of the Gear and taught Abram to sow water vine along its fertile tracts. Marvellous. Now, that information we get about Reshef is valuable in that we can go to the 6-day stilt and we can trade it in for XP. There's an oil weep here. That's marvellous. That will be of great value at some point. When we're ready, we can mop it up and sell it on. In fact, we might do that straight away. Shrine to Udocht, the Aurelian Good Omen. In 2383, BR, Udocht appointed a corrupt administrator as minister of the waterworks Qatar Eka. He mandated association with Svardim in Udocht's name. We have discovered the location of Eka Waterworks. I don't think we're going to go there. That strikes me as being one of the places where we'll die if we go early doors. I think we're going to go. Let's have a look what we've got in the way of water skins. 3. If we collect all of this oil, I think it will be of great value. Cool. It has wept its oil. 50 drams of oil. Let's go and see what value that has in Joppa. Tam, my brother, how are you? I have some stuff for you. How much were you? 75? Absolutely. Let's sell that oil. Did we sell the oil? We sell the oil. We sell the oil. Is there anything we want to purchase in its place, though? That's the big question. A compound bow. We should probably take as many slugs and arrows, just in case. We don't want the shotgun shells, though. Slugs and arrows, so that if we pick up a bow or rifle, we can make use of it at this early time. We'll probably pick up some leather armor and stuff along the way. So for now, our job is to head over to the Rust Wells. Now, we could do that over the overworld map here, or we can do it on foot. If we do it on foot, we can get a little bit of free XP from... oh, mind you saying that. We don't have any strong, active attacks. So traveling on the overworld here could be fraught with many, many dangers. But it will allow us the opportunity to... Let's see if we can proselytize. He's unconvinced. Let's beguile. So we've beguiled this crocodile, which means he is my friend. So for the moment, we can use him in order to farm a little bit of easy XP. So we attack that glow pad, and hopefully the crocodile will finish him off. Injured, wounded. Okay. You alright, mate? He's doing alright. We'll let him heal up a bit. We'll move over so that our crocodile friend can get involved in this little bit of combat as well. He is injured. Mind you, our croc friend is injured. We're okay though, so... I'm going to step away from that. Because that nearly ended me. A little bit of XP there. I mean, it's going to be a very slow burn here for getting XP in our current state. Ooh, lordy. Can we dominate his mind? There we go. We've got him into a little bit of combat up there. There we go. He is dead. That is a great... prior to today, I have never used domination. I have, however, had a test run with this character. I say test run. It was an attempt to make a video where I dropped the ball a little bit. I've never used domination before today, and it's definitely very handy. If we can dominate an enemy and then make them attack a much, much stronger enemy, they will finish each other off. We don't get the XP for the other person finishing them off, but a win is a win, right? A win's a win. I'm a little concerned about going around this water. We don't want to go through it. Damn. Didn't want that to happen. Soaking wet now, aren't we? Soaking wet. Steady journey. Hi there, boys. Right, so can we proselytize to you? We will equip that bloodstained ring. Right. We really... Who's doing the best here? The Bloody Croc, the Snapjaw Warrior. We could beguile the Snapjaw Warrior, charge over and proselytize to the next one. Might be incredibly risky, though. We could, however, dominate the mind of this guy. That didn't really work out. Let's take him back over here. Let's just take him back over here a second. Let's gather ourselves. Oh, it's a very steady pace. Proselytize. Now we've got a Snapjaw companion. We can intimidate this Snapjaw. This might be a bad idea. I don't know why I'm doing it. I don't know why I'm doing it. We had to beguile him. We lost our crocodile. We lost our crocodile friend there, but we did at least survive that little encounter, which we very nearly didn't. What items has this Snapjaw Hunter got? We might need to find a bow from somewhere. So we've got some sturdy cloth robes and a bronze dagger. Daggers, for any of the uninitiated, are a great trade item, especially with our high ego. They aren't specifically worth a huge amount of money, but their weight to cost ratio is significant. For each dagger weighing £1, we'll get about two currency, $2, £2 worth of water. Whereas things like armor weigh significantly more and are worth significantly less. We really want a bow at this point. We will, however. Should we consider taking some studded armor? What have we got? Cloth robe. Remove that. We'll equip that armor. Furs, no. Probs, none. Leather cap. We'll put it on. We will also equip a buckler on our right arm. Increase our dodge, our armor value a little bit. You go away. I want you to get away from me, basically. Nothing else. Nothing else of use. He's going to come back to me. We're going to intimidate him again. If you could finish him off rather than chasing him around like a couple of idiots. There we go. We've put him in a fight. That's one dead Snapjaw brute. Let's move on. Are we anywhere near the rust wells? Probably not. Probably not. We've got a fair ways to go. Can we intimidate the crocodile? We can. We let him get involved in a fight down here. Oh, okay. We've earned our first free mutation from our unstable genome. So, burgeoning causes plants to spontaneously grow in a nearby area, hindering our enemies. That's all right. It gives us plus 200 reputation with the consortium of fighter. Can't be too bad. Stunning force. You invoke a concussive force in a nearby area, throwing enemies back and stunning them. Creatures are pushed away from center of blast, stunning and dealt crushing damage in up to 3 increments. I like that. That's going to protect us when we're getting surrounded by many melee enemies. We don't have a lot in the way of defensive ability, nor do we have like area of effect damage other than intimidate. So stunning force will push our enemies away from us. Or a force wall. You generate a wall of force that protects you from your enemies. 9 contiguous squares of immobile force field. Contiguous. I don't know what that word means. Out of context. We're going to go with stunning force, I think. We're going to go with stunning force, and we have leveled up. Let's see if we've got somewhere that we want to spend some of our points. Cooking and gathering would be good, because that means we can start considering using meal preparation and butchery. Persuasion. Skilled at convincing others. I'd quite like to do that so that we can go up and get inspiring presence. So the sooner we get that, the better. So yes, we've got that. We do need to get some more points for our cooking and gathering, though. We do have an attribute point as well, which we can spend on intelligence, which will give us some retroactive skill points. Yeah, we'll do that. Not a lot. a single point, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. We haven't made it to the rust wells, but there is a downward cavern here, which we could potentially consider explore. What is going on here? A blast cannon tinker? A wet mercurial coat? And a space-time vortex? Oh. Oh. We leave. We leave. Let's set a observation somewhere. General notes. Scary cave. I would like very much to explore the scary cave at some point because mercurial cloak. If anyone recalls, a mercurial is what finished us off on the previous run. So, I mean, anything that's powerful enough to dominate me is definitely worth having on board. Oh, the power to just dominate an enemy and let them die. That's significant. Can we start a fire? We can. Just whip up a quick meal and get moving. The flaming water vine is destroyed. We are at the desert canyon. Is someone bleeding there? If you are, could you stop? I'm going to auto explore a little bit. Friends is what we need. Good friends. So you guys, have you leveled up? Let's have a look. Dominate creature. You. How are you doing? He's level 1. 110 points till his next level. Okay, never mind. He doesn't even have any ammo for his bow. We need to reduce the cooldown time for Dominate Mind. That would be my preference. I'm not sure if it's... oh dear, the Ikar Waterworks. Okay, these are all hostiles. It's time to get out of there. I think we're going to have to go the easy way and step over the top of the waterworks, purely so that we don't get destroyed. Fuck you. Beaded bracelets. Cracked lens. Right, what do we have here? We have a skill that we have not set up yet. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. We don't have anything set to 5 as far as I can tell. So let's put Stunning Force on 5. Menacing Stare. 6 on 7. We haven't got anything on 7, so let's put that on there. Go away. We will dominate this creature, get him to attack his friend. Okay. We don't want this. What we want is to survive. How's our cap doing? Is it actually broken? Yeah, it is. So we need to put something else on, don't we? Don't have anything for my face. Clubs. Dog corpses. Stones, baboons. Dagger. A weird artifact. Great. Let's explore. No thanks. If you could get off of me, I would very much appreciate that. Some black robes, an iron battle axe, and a snapjaw corpse. A baboon corpse. A lot of corpses, not a lot of useful stuff so far. Small stone and a leech corpse. We are hungry, so whipping up a meal is a good idea. Let's do some more auto-explore for the rest of the area. A painted bronze dagger in 6334 BR. The people of Kud learned that Surahim's life had secretly been saved by a pact with highly entropic beings. Despite reports to the contrary, Surahim was alive and well. She was known thenceforth as the Briny Spectre. Plus 55 reputation with the flock of the Ordained Brine. Oh yeah, we'll get those. So what are we wearing at the moment? Studded leather armor. We have more studded leather armor. What can we get rid of that we don't need? Loads of stuff. We can get rid of loads of this. If I can have a friend come over. You. Here, take some stuff off of me. These robes for one. There we go. My little pack donkey's there. We don't need that leather cap. Drop it. Get the copper wire. Take a beaded bracelet. I do like a beaded bracelet. Some wooden arrows. Have you got a bow? You do. So let's equip that. Some crocossins. We're going to get them. Bronze dagger we're going to get. And finish exploring the area. Now things could get a little dangerous. Let's dominate this guy and see how he's doing for his levels. He has leveled up and he has a mutation point. We cannot advance it, but he does have some skill points. Can he use them? So what weapons is he carrying? He is carrying an axe. An iron battle axe. So if we give him axe skills, yeah, we'll give him axe proficiency. We'll look to start leveling up his strength and his axe skills. And then this guy we want to give high agility and whatever bows we can get our hands on. Fingers crossed that works out for the best. But for now, I've been Arsenic Candy Gaming. You've been bloody marvellous as always. We have travelled across the overworld of the desert canyons to the Rustwell, where me and my buddies are going to do some exploring. But that'll be on the next episode of the Caves of Kud. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe and all that good stuff. And we'll see you on the next episode. You take care now. Goodbye.